Hi everyone, welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for shining your light. Thank you for loving yourself. Thank you for being compassionate with yourself. Thank you for taking the time to heal, to get to know yourself, to become more self-aware, to be dedicated. Thank you for being dedicated to your journey. Thank you for being loyal to your journey. Thank you for improving yourself. Thank you for being kind and compassionate and shining your light and sharing your light. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Nicole. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. We're going to dive into what is your superpower. Okay, so what is your superpower? We're going to dig all into that. And, how can these powers help you on your journey? And how can you strengthen these superpowers that you have to to expand even more on your journey? Okay, Power one, we have Femme Fatale. Power two, and these were randomly selected, Slave. Power three, Rescuer. Okay, if you need to pause the video, feel free to do so. If you feel called to choose more than one pile, that is okay too. Trust yourself. There are no rules here, just trust your intuition. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information is below as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, Pawan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for shining your light. Thank you for your support. My name is Nicole. I'm so grateful to have you here. Let's get into this. What is your superpower? Femme Fatale, okay? Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Okay, so part of a superpower that you have is the power of being very seductive, erotic, attractive, charming. Many of you catch a lot of attention, you draw a lot of attention. You have this like wielding energy within you, meaning that people are just drawn into you. Okay, that is a superpower that you have. Many of you are considered physically attractive, physically good looking, aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. Okay, easy on the eyes. People feel like you look good. Okay, you're sexy. People would categorize you as beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, sexy. That is a superpower. Okay, and many of you have a strong, you have a lot of strength through your feminine energy. It does not matter regardless of your gender here. And I see 111 on the clock. That is significant for someone. Your feminine energy, you have a lot of strength in that energy. So your sacral chakra is very strong, very prominent, okay? Meaning you have a lot of passion. You are very creative. You're very intuitive. You're wordery. You're emotional. These are part of your superpowers. You're sensitive, okay? Many of you, again, you draw people in. You draw people in like a moth to the flame here. Part of your superpower is, again, like you're able to captivate people with your physical appearance, your looks. And some of you may have been told you hit the genetic lottery, or, you have a very symmetrical face, or, you have great skin, or you have just beautiful, prominent features, or you just catch a lot of attention. Okay, let's get some more. But again, this is a part of your physical level of attraction that is a superpower. So with this reading, this is about diving into what are your superpowers and how can you strengthen that, and how can you continue to evolve within these powers. And so with you having this femme fatale energy, this is about using this to your advantage, not to manipulate people, not to deceive people. This is about using this to your advantage of the light. Okay, because you've been gifted. This is a superpower for a reason, and it's about you using that, integrating this into the light to use this to help you on your journey. okay? And again, using it for the light, not for the darkness, okay? Not the shadow side of this. All right, let's find out some more. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You may be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be. Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Tower. Okay. What are your superpowers here? Your superpowers, okay, I just saw 333. You may be seeing those numbers, 111, 333, 222. Your superpower, you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could also be, I'm getting Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also getting Cancer, and I'm also getting Scorpio. Okay, but you don't have to be Sun, Moon, Rising. But part of your superpower, again, is a lot about your physicality, your physical body. Some of you are very physically fit. Even if you're not, your physical body is a part of your superpower, whether it's your, your actual, like, if you have like muscles or your physical build. Some of you are tall, it doesn't matter here. Whatever is going on with your physical features and your physical body, that is a part of your superpower. You draw people to you because of your physical body, because of the mystery of it, because it's so, there's a lot of magic there. There's a lot of light that you hold within your physical body, whether this is through your face, your eyes. Some of you is through your hair, your face, your eyes, your height, your actual physique, your arms, your chest, your legs. It's a lot of fire, a lot of light, and a lot of gifts that shine through your physical body. Some of you are in the public eye, you're in the spotlight, and you're meant to be in the spotlight because, again, you draw a lot of attention very naturally, okay? Part of your superpower is people are drawn to you because of your features, because when you show these features in a very complimentary way, meaning of the light, not in any egoic way, not in a way of like you're trying to prove something to someone or you're trying to, like you're being vain or vapid about your looks. None of that. You're just standing in your divinity. You're standing in your divine way. Like, yes, I know I'm beautiful. Yes, I know I'm handsome. Or yes, I know I do have sex appeal. Or I am sexy. Or yes, my physical body is a work of art. When you stand tall in that confident energy, it shines a lot of light. And it helps to activate you and activate others who see you, who are around you, or they feel your energy, or they're just drawn into your energy in that way. Many of you, I'm going to be very honest here, some of you in the past may have you may have already known that your physical features are a superpower for you. You may have known since childhood that you were good looking, or people may have told you like your features may have given you access to things that other people haven't had. Maybe you knew about pretty privilege at a young age or something like that. You know what I mean? And you may have used it, you may have saw this at a young age, and maybe you started to learn the game and you kind of figured out how you could use this to get your way. And with the Knight of Cups here and the Knight of Wands, it's like a polarity here. It's like a duality here. Like it could go in this direction or it can go in that direction. And this is what I was saying, using it for the light. Because some of you, I do feel like you already know that this is a superpower of yours. But in the past, you could have used this in a way to manipulate people or to deceive people or to, it could have been like an abuse of power situation, meaning for some of you, like let's just say, you're a masculine here, you're a man, and your physical body is very fit, very in shape, and you use that to have as many partners as you wanted. Not really like that was like the way that you would bring people in, and you kind of use that as like to just kind of like have so many partners and just be kind of greedy in that way. This is about using, and there's no judgment here. I just want to use that as an example so you can know how to use your superpower appropriately. Because one thing I've learned on my journey, and I want to share this with you, is when you use your gifts and your powers inappropriately, either you can receive karmic retribution for that, or these gifts or powers will be taken away because it's favor, it's a gift. And having these type of physical features, because many of you are at the top of the list, you're the creme de la creme, you're the cream of the crop. And so when you use this in the inappropriate way, you don't want to have to deal with that when it comes back to you. Okay, it could be very difficult, or again, you could lose it. All of a sudden, your looks change overnight, and you're not viewed in the way that you used to be viewed. So we're not going to focus on that. I just wanted to point that out. And that's kind of like with the tower here. Many of you, your superpower is you shake up people's worlds by your physical appearance. And it's earth shattering to many people. Some of you, it's like you have very unique features, and you may not be that conventional beauty, quote unquote, whatever that means, but nonetheless, you're very beautiful. And it can be earth shattering to many people. And you, again, hold a lot of energy and a lot of light through that beauty that you have just naturally. And it's very much like this is meant to be shared with the world. This is, and not in a way where it's like you're having sex with everyone. I'm not saying that you're doing that, but that's not the way it's meant to be shared. It's meant to be shared through visibility, exposure, kindness, love. Like, again, you shine a lot of light through your physical body and your physical features. So the world is meant to see you. The world is meant to be in awe of you. The world is meant to see you having these features, looking good. You're meant to take care of yourself. You're meant to be taken care of, but you have to do your part too. Again, taking care of yourself. You're meant to shine in that way, but it's not in a way like when I say the world is meant to see you, I'm not saying that people are meant to be just pulling on your energy, but it's about like shining again in your beauty, but doing it in a way where it's like you are, it's kind of like, hold on, how do I want to say this? It's like I could see it. It's like you're shining in a way where the world, they see you because you are activating and you show people another layer of like the beauty that comes from the universe, the divine, God, source, whatever you resonate with. Like it's real and it exists. And it's like you're meant to show people how people can evolve even more to get even more prettier, good looking, even more physically attractive. Okay, let's find out some more. This is really, I feel like many of you know this. And maybe if you didn't know, maybe you're finding out more about yourself with this. But I feel like, again, I feel like it may have been kind of, you knew this, but you may have operated from a place of like, you use it to get what you want. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want you to feel like it's nothing wrong with that. But these superpowers, these gifts are not for self-serving. It's to serve you, but it's to serve others too. So just keep that in mind. Always having that divine intention, the highest good for all. And I hope that that makes sense, because even though you have these gifts and features, and it's like you're meant to be seen, and you're meant to be seen in your glory. That's what I want to say. Okay, that's how it's trying to come out now. You're meant to be seen in your glory, in your divinity, in your purity, and not in a self-serving way, and not in a way of like, I want you to see me because my ego needs for you to see me. It's in a way of, it's like, I want you to see me, or you're going to see me, but I love myself and I'm proud of myself, and I don't need your approval or your validation because I've already been approved. I'm just surrendering to the gift of beauty. I'm surrendering to how good I look physically. And I know I look good, and but I don't need that validation. I don't need to like get you in the bed to prove how good I look, if that makes sense. Okay, let's find out some more. Okay, child, orphan, avenger, priest, and scribe. Okay, so your superpowers, again, many of you, part of your superpower is, again, your visibility. You have these looks and these physical features because you're meant to be in the spotlight. Many of you are meant to be in the spotlight. And if you don't feel like you're that attractive, that's not true, okay? Because you are. And you are meant to show how gifted you are with your physical appearance. And some of you have a mysterious look. Some of you have this earthy vibe. Some of you have this cosmic galactic beauty thing going on, a Neptunian energy. It's different for everyone here. But you are meant for people to see you, to know you, to connect with them in that way, for them to feel your light, for you to activate them, they activate you. And that's a huge part of your gifts and a huge part of your superpower. And it's like the more you use your gifts in a way of divinity, divinely, from a place of that divine intention, the highest good for all, the more attractive you get, the more beautiful you get, the more handsome you get, the sexier you get. It literally just happens effortlessly overnight. Like, you don't even have to really try hard. You're just going to continue to, age like fine wine, like just grow more and more beautiful. Okay. So I just want to say that. So part of your superpower, all of these things really connect to this. It's like you being out there and people seeing you. You have this spiritual energy. You hold this. Many of you are the embodiment. You are the manifestation. You are the embodiment of Source, God, Spirit, the universe, of how beautiful people really are, inside and out. But really, your physical features are really prominent here, of how the glory is in the physical body. How, like someone's physique, how just ripped it could be, like just how, like the magic in the physical body. You know how you see people, let's just say, for example, like bodybuilders, and you're like, how did their body get like that? I'm not saying it's like that, but it's kind of like that. Like, how you see the bodybuilder's body and you're just kind of like, whoa, how did that happen? Many of you have that effect on people, okay? And it's like, this is the part you're meant to bring. You're here to bring righteousness to people. You're here to help people. You're here to help people see the beauty of the world. You're here to help people balance the scales. You're here to help people see that there is beauty in broken places. There can be light in the darkness. You're here to show people that they can survive anything. You're here to help people overcome. You're here to talk about the rainbow after the storm. Your superpower is to give people that knowledge, give people, whether this is, again, because many of you have such a captivating energy physically, so people are going to be in tune to you because of just looking at you. They may not even really, like, they're listening to you, but they're in just such awe of your physical appearance that's really what they're listening to you too, but they can't stop looking at you. Many of you, it's like you are just so jaw-droppingly captivating to people that it's like they'll listen and do anything you have to say. Like, the knowledge that you have to give, the wisdom that you're sharing, all of that is secondary to your physical appearance. Flat out. I've never had a reading like this before. This is quite interesting. Like, all of that is secondary to your physical appearance. As humans, we're visual, we're visual people. Like, we like visuals. We like aesthetics. We like things, shiny things. We're attracted to that. Many of you are a physical manifestation of a shiny thing. You're just all sparkly and magical and shit, literally. So it's like the more you lean into this of the light, the more everything else falls in place. All these other gifts are just exposed and you draw people in, and it's like, because you're so beautiful, people want to listen to you. They'll listen to you all day. They want to hear what you have to say. And many of you, you may be that type of person where it's like people just think you're a pretty face, but they don't really know you have substance. And you do have a lot of substance, and you show them. Some of you, you have a special super gift with writing. Many of you have a very strong superpower with speaking, communicating, writing, um, sharing knowledge with people, educating people, bringing awareness, teaching people how to overcome, teaching people how to come out of that survival and move forward, the rainbow after the storm. Let's get some more. Now let's find out here, how can you lean more into the superpowers that you have, strengthen the abilities, okay? Your past supports your future. Transformation, successes in transformation, overrate your intuition, external validation, raw intention, overthinking can spoil the magic. Okay, so how can you strengthen this? Okay, continue to trust your intuition. Many of you, it's like your intuition is going to really, like I said, let's go back to again your physical features and your physical body. So intuitively, you're very intuitive, okay, because you have a strong sacral chakra here, the sacral chakra, that's the feminine, divine feminine center. So you're very intuitive. Trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. This says overrate your intuition. You're more intuitively strong than you even realize. Trust yourself, but don't overthink it. So you are going to be guided to do specific things with your physical appearance. That may mean do your hair differently, switch your hair up, cut your hair, dye your hair, change your fashion style, be daring with fashion, take risk with your physical appearance in some way. Trust it. Go after it. You are so physically captivating. You're not meant to look the same all the time. You're meant to try different looks. You're meant to try different colors and try different makeup, or, do different things, switch your style up. Doesn't mean your style's always going to be that way, but you're meant to do that because, again, you are the shiny thing. You're the physical embodiment. So it's like you set trends naturally. You draw people in by doing different things. Trust yourself. Your intuition is going to guide you to do so many different things with your physical looks. Step out the box and do it. Don't overthink it either, because overthinking will spoil the magic. Sometimes, especially because some of you may be in the public eye, or you will be in the public eye, you may be thinking, oh, what will people think if I wear this? Or what will people think if I do my hair like this? Don't overthink it. Just do it. People are always going to have some type of critique. Why are they criticizing? Because they know damn well they can't do it. That's why. They're looking at somebody like you trying something new, switching it up, wishing they could do it, wishing that they could pull anything off. Many of you have the superpower. You could pull anything off, any hair color, any style of fashion, nail color, makeup, for men. You could put a dress on. I'm not saying you are, but you could be a masculine man with a skirt on. I mean, whatever. Like, you literally can do it all, okay? Because you're that physically good looking. Okay, so lean into that, okay? And for men, again, you could try anything. Try any color. You could be bold. Do whatever it is you want, okay? Success, again, your superpower, the more you transform. The more you transform your style, your looks, because you transform your physical, that superpower that we keep going back to is so transformative. And the more you transform, the more you activate others. And it's activating within you because you're doing something new. You're being daring. You're being risky. You're stepping out the box. You're like, hey, I'm going to just do this thing. If it works, it works. If I don't like it, I'll do something else. Have that type of energy. Don't take it so seriously. Don't overthink it. Trust yourself. And the more you transform, the more you become more powerful. And the more you like, I'm just going to just do different things. And like, again, whatever happens, whatever happens. Don't lean so much on your past. We all have a past here. What happened yesterday? What happened 15 years ago? What happened 2 days ago? Listen, it's the past. It doesn't matter whether it's an hour ago or 20 years ago. It's the past. but it supports your future. Don't get too hung up on, well, I did this like this before. I don't want to fail again. Because sometimes, we don't give ourselves enough grace. We say, well, I made those mistakes and I don't want to do that again. So we fear even like putting ourselves out there because we fear we're going to fail, and we don't trust that we've learned, we've grown, we've integrated. Trust yourself. Your past, you learn from the past. You learn from your mistakes. It's the past now. Leave it there. Take risk. Trust yourself. Trust that you've learned. Trust that you've grown. And you are smarter. You are better. You do know better. Trust yourself. And you will receive so much external validation. This is again confirming many of you, if you're not in the public eye, you're meant to be in the public eye. You're meant to be seen in some capacity. And you are meant to be validated really based on your physical looks, because this is a superpower. How you show up physically. People are meant to compliment you. People are meant to be in awe of you. People are meant to be like following your fashion or following the way you do your hair or your physical body, your workout routines, things like that. All in with it. And you're meant to be praised for it. Allow yourself to receive it. Allow yourself to accept it. Allow yourself, you're not getting all caught up on it. Like, you're not needing it, but you're receiving it because you deserve it. But you're not codependent on it. That's the difference. You're not posting pictures on social media because you need people to make you feel good. No, you're posting them because you love yourself. You're proud of yourself. And if your intuition, you're guided to post it, you post it. And if you receive the praise, you receive the praise. But accept it and be grateful. Be grateful for your features. Be grateful for your physical looks. Be grateful for your sense of fashion and the way that you show up in the world, because that's a superpower and that's a gift. Okay. And that's a big superpower that you have. Now let's get your final messages. Okay. Dare to be creative. Surrender to the divine. Take steps to be healthy. Okay. So again, you have a strong sacral chakra. So dare to be creative. Again, like I was saying, dare to do different things. Dare to switch your look up. I'm going to continue to go back to your physical, because this is what this reading has been all about. But you apply this to anywhere in your life where you want to apply it, okay? But for many of you, this is about, for me, stepping outside of the box and coloring outside of the lines and allowing yourself to do so. Some of you may have, again, you may have already known that you have beautiful physical features, but you may have always done things the same way. Like, you dress a certain way, or like you always do, your hair a certain way, or whatever the situation is, okay? You wear certain colors. Dare to do some different things. Dare to be creative. Dare to switch things up. Dare to allow yourself to explore new things, whether this is with your physical appearance or with other creative ideas that you have. Okay, again, you're extremely creative. Trust yourself. And yes, everything is not always going to land, but who's to say it's not? We don't know if you don't try, right? You will never know if you never try. So take the risk and trust yourself. Surrender to the divine. Let me just read the back because I'm guided to. Identify one fear that you need to surrender unconditionally into the hands of the divine. And with the emphasis on unconditional, this prayer can truly change your life, your goal to lift the burden of fear from your soul. Okay, so you're being asked to really unconditionally surrender. And surrender, just try to do one fear. If that helps you, do one fear at a time. Take one fear one day. Unconditionally, you can even open your arms here and say, I surrender this fear. You could speak it out loud and trust that it's handled. Trust that it's taken care of. Trust that you're protected, you are safe, and there's nothing to be worried about, nothing to stress about, and there's nothing to fear. And finally, take steps to get healthy, okay? Think about one aspect of your physical health that you've been neglecting or avoiding, and ask yourself why you've been doing so. Perhaps your diet needs to change, or you need to exercise more. Your goal by the end of the day, commit to that new step, or identify why you're choosing to sabotage your healing. Okay, so continue to have a routine around your health and wellness. And this could be maybe your physical routine, like physical exercise, or your daily eating habits. Maybe that's pretty healthy, but maybe you need some emotional healing. Whatever it is, whether it's eating healthy, drinking more water, taking your vitamins, exercising, having an exercise routine, showing up to be your best version, showing up to keep yourself healthy, really putting self-care, prioritizing self-care, okay? Because it's very important for you in your journey, and that is really supports your superpower. So if no one told you they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, all of your love and all of your support. I love you. Please continue to shine your light. Please love yourself. Please forgive yourself, honor yourself, cherish yourself. Take care of yourself. Self-care is your priority. That is a big part of your superpower, okay? Forgive yourself. Forgive others that may have hurt you in the past. Continue to integrate more of that truth within yourself. Thank you. I love you. I'll talk to you next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for shining your light. My name is Nicole. Let's get into this, okay? Slave, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. What is your superpower, Pal 2? You have a superpower around surrendering, okay? You have a superpower of letting go. You have a special superpower of trusting, having faith, and moving forward, not knowing what's next. I'm not saying that this is easy for you, but I'm saying that this is actually, you have strong superpower energy within this, okay? Many of you, I feel like this is something that's going to be really activating for you, or it's already been activated, but it's something maybe you've struggled with in the past, and you may not have really taken the time to really realize that you do have a lot of faith. You do have trust. You are able to surrender. You are able to just trust and let go and see what's going to happen next, okay? So let's get more into this. And I'm also feeling here that you also have a superpower around feeling free, or creating your own path of freedom, or creating that, or finding what freedom, or aligning to freedom, or aligning to, again, the paths of freedom, or trying to help other people align to freedom, or become free, or unlock themselves, okay? Let's find out some more. Star, the Magician, Ace of Cups, okay, Two of Swords, the Fool, and the Hermit. Okay, so what is your superpower? Okay, let me talk about the signs. You could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra, okay? Sun, moon, rising, you don't have to be just, anyway. So your superpower is you have many superpowers, okay? You're very gifted. You're really gifted with manifesting. You're really gifted with communication. You're really gifted with the ability to create, like, to storytell, to create a picture, to draw, like to create this landscape of a whole new world that people can enter into, okay? Many of you have a lot of healing abilities, meaning you are able to heal people very naturally. Many of you are able to heal people and you unknowingly do so. Like, you heal people through conversations, you heal people through intimacy, you heal people through just spending time with them. You heal people through, like, sending a text message to someone, or like sending them a gift, or giving them a compliment, okay? Many of you, a lot of strangers may be attracted to you. Many of you have this, like, energy where it's like people are intrigued by you, and people see that there's something different about you. They may not be able to really put their finger on it, but it's something about you that people just cannot pinpoint. And a lot of this has to do with the energy that you hold of healing, enlightenment, and also creating a new world for people. Some of you, I'm not going to lie here, you may have already known that you had these gifts, but you may have used them for selfish reasons in the past, kind of creating illusions for people, or manipulating people to, be a part of something that really you knew wasn't exactly what it was, but you just kind of wanted to sell them on something, and you kind of use that to manipulate. Okay, no judgment here. I'm just got to be real here. But when you use your superpowers here for the light, you are able to get people to see through illusions, see through patterns that no longer serve them, see how to break free. There's a big energy here about breaking free of the mindset, breaking free of beliefs, breaking free of mental prison, physical prison, financial prison, you know, breaking free of things, okay? Coming out of the chains, coming out of what no longer serves you. There's a big energy around that. And many of you are able to do it because you're able to like story tell and paint pictures for people so they could see another viewpoint, they could see another perspective. Many of you encounter people who have been beat down all their life, who have been told they've never been good enough, they don't have what it takes, no one ever believed in them. Their circumstances that they grew up in really pushed them into a place of just not having any type of beliefs or any type, or wanting to take action to have a better life. Okay. Many of you, you encounter individuals like that because you have the gift to lift them out of that energy, to paint this picture to them like, hey, this is what you can have. This is what you could do. You could turn this something or this nothing into something. It's kind of like that energy. And it's so prominent here where it's like you do it in such a magical and like, the way you go about it is very just like, it's so easy for you. It's so easy for you to paint this picture. It's so easy for you to illustrate another life for these individuals. And it's so easy for you to put a plan together. Many of you are really good with tactically putting a plan together, whether it's just through speaking to someone and you're able to, again, because you're very activating, you activate people's their own mental imagery. You activate the images within, many of you encounter people with blocked third eye chakras, with blockages in their chakras. So you come in and start pouring this knowledge, pouring this wisdom into their life, and you're able to open up a new beginning. Ace of Cups. You're able to be like, hey, this is what you can do. And it's like this nugget of knowledge or whatever it is that you say to these people, it completely pulls them into another world where they feel like they can have an opportunity, they can have a chance, there's a way forward, okay? They could take the blindfold off, they could see what reality really could be for them on the other side, okay? And this is very like, some of you do this in a humorous way, some of you are really funny, you're really witty, you have this charm about you, but you also have this ancient energy with you. And this is a part of your superpower. The fact that you have this ancient wisdom and this wittiness and this charm and this, this comedic ability that you have, but it's very practical at the same time. Like, even though you're storytelling and you're creating this imagery in their mind, it's very practical at the same time, where it feels attainable. It feels like it's reachable. It feels like, hey, I could do this. This is real. Like, I could put something in motion. Many of you just are healers. And I feel like you don't realize how, because your healing capabilities are so practical. Sometimes when we think about a healer, right? We think about it has to be just so, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we think that healing is only like, either it's like spiritual or, the metaphysical, or the physical way of healing is just like a doctor and a nurse. And, or like, a holistic person. But it's so much more than that. Healing shows up in so many different ways. And many of you are earthy, practical healers. You're very reasonable with your healing, but it's also extremely prominent where it's like it's very effective. It's very effective in the practical way that you go about this because you're just more of a, it's like you have, many of you are just very layered individuals. Your superpowers are very layered here. It's very, the words are escaping me. It's very magical and it's just very, it's almost like, you know what it is? It's like you don't realize your effect until like you drop so much on people. Like you literally like you see these pictures here that she has of like water that she's pouring down. It's like a waterfall of knowledge or information or wisdom or whatever that you pour into people. And it just like it starts at the top and it just drips down and it continues to just move through the layers, move through the chakras, move through the body. And it's like, wow, Pao-Tu said that, and Pao-Tu did this, and Pao-Tu, it just keeps going and going and going and going. It's like a waterfall of healing through this knowledge and this wisdom. This is so amazing. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some more. This is really, many of you have a huge effect on people, and you had these superpowers ever since you were young, but I feel like you don't, it's something either you didn't realize or you didn't know about yourself or you didn't really see because people, again, the way we view healing, right? The way we view these things is not, it's so much more than what we've been told. Okay, let me get into this. Okay, Midas, Miser, Prince, Don Juan, Messiah. Okay, your superpower, or superpowers, I should say. Like I said, many of you are so charming, okay? With this Don Juan and this Prince here, many of you, I feel like you get, a lot of like romantic partners and you are able to, like, your superpower is to attract so many different romantic partners. I feel like many of you have a lot of people that are very attracted to you. And I feel like many of you are the type where it's like you're that unassuming romantic partner, or you're the unassuming partner that, like, basically you're the person that someone meets that they don't feel like they're going to fall for, but they fall head over heels over you. You may not be that person that someone sees and they just know that they want to be with you. That may not be immediately their thought. I'm not saying that they think you're not attractive. I'm not saying that they think that you're just, you know, they're not into you. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, it's like they just kind of meet you and they don't expect to fall for you the way that they do. And I feel like that's a superpower that you have. Many of you have this just sneak attack energy. I'm going to be honest, like me just in your energy right now, I'm just like, okay, like we started here and now we're all the way down there. Like, and it just keeps rolling and it just keeps going. And it's like, this is such a layered reading because it's like, this is like the surface of this, but it goes so much deeper. Many of you are just very deep individuals and people have no idea how deep you are. But your superpower is you win hearts. Like you're the type that many people have counted you out, or many people just have not seen you in that light. But you're the type, you're such a sneak attack. I don't know what other way to say it right now. You're really the type where it's like, you're so unforgettable. Like people, when your past lovers tell the story, because damn for sure people talk about you. That's coming through very strong. They talk about you. For some of you, they brag on you. It's like you're the type where it's like, if you had a lover that's talking to their friend about you, I'm certain the story is starting. I never thought I would have fallen for Pao-Tu. And when I tell you these people fall hard, they fall head over heels hard for you. And it's like for some of you, it's like they don't see it until you're gone, or they don't see it until you pull away or something happens. For some of you, they see it in the mix. And you may even see it. Like I feel like many of you, you know that like, you may have even known that like, you try to talk to certain people or, you're interested in someone and you kind of feel the vibe that like, they may not be that into you, or you may have to kind of put in a little work for it, or you got to kind of turn the charm on, or whatever it is for you, whatever you want to call it. And once you do, it clicks. And these people fall head over heels. Many of you, it's like you have these seductive qualities that are hidden and they don't come out until it's time for you to cut it on. And when you cut it on, baby, these people are like, who the hell is this? Like, it's like a totally different vibe, a totally different situation. And you are like top tier. This is what I'm really getting. For many of you, you're like a top tier lover. You're a top tier person in the bedroom. You are the type of person that they talk about and they're shocked because, like I said, many of you, it's like they don't see it. They don't see it coming. They just don't look at you in that light at first. And then when it comes and it hits hard. Many of you, your superpower is you have this way about you, the way you connect with people, the way you connect with humanity, the way you are able to get in tune with people. You have this ability to connect with almost anyone, whether this is a child, an elderly person, a homeless person, a person, the richest person in the room, or, someone that's doesn't matter, someone that's, working in the service industry. It doesn't matter. You have this ability to connect with anyone and people love to connect with you. And again, it's kind of like when you may be the type of person, you say hello to that person who's mopping the floor and they're just like, why are they paying me any attention? Like, why is Pal2 even speaking to me? Like, they may not even feel worthy of your hello. And that's healing. You share that light. You recognize and you say, hey, how you doing today? That provides a service to that person that they didn't even know they needed until it came in. Many of you have this connectiveness to you that is like, because you're so layered, your layers of empathy, your layers of compassion. And many of you, it's like you move those layers of empathy and compassion to the situations that is necessary. Like, you don't have the same level of compassion. Like, you have this great level of compassion and empathy for people, but again, it shifts and moves, and how to appropriately tap into it, and when to give it and when to give more. Like you're just really good with that, okay? And that's a big superpower. And it's like many of you are so gifted. I have to be honest, like Pal One, like I'm not comparing the Pals here, but many of you are just so layered. Like you're so multifaceted. And I feel like you already knew this, but maybe this is just going more into perspective for you. But you also have like this Midas touch where you're able to turn anything into gold. You're able to just like take this like simple, just obscure idea. I don't even want to say idea because really no idea like is really, ridiculous, right? Anything could be anything, right? But just something that could seem so simple, the simplest thing, right? You could take that and turn this into gold, turn this into something huge, turn this into something where it's like, whoa, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, it could be a paper bag and you could sell this thing or turn this into something and people are like, whoa, what? Paper bag 2.0, sign me up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay, let's get some more. Let's find out. Let's get some more. Now, how can you strengthen this superpower? Dive deeper into this. Creator fire. Stop, drop, and ground. Bliss is worth creating from. You are epic. Fall in love with your own story. Choose who you are becoming. Okay. So how can you dive deeper into this? Number one, you need to ground. Stay grounded. Stay down. Stay here on earth. Really get rooted in your experience. With this, stop, drop, and ground, and fall in love with your own story. This is about really being rooted and grounded in your own story, your own experiences here, okay? This lifetime, grounding is very important for you. Many of you, again, you have these, you're so multifaceted, multi-creative, you're so multi-gifted here. So your energy could just be going in a million different places at one time, and you may not even realize that. The more you ground that energy, the more you root that energy, root it here on the ground, Mother Earth, not on Mars, not on Pluto, not on the moon, not, all over the universe, not, in all different places of the planet Earth. Here where you are, right here, right now. The more you ground and root that energy, what I started doing, because I've been really working on this myself personally, I started saying affirmations. I am grounded. I am rooted. I am secure. I am safe. I am balanced. I am rooted in peace. I am grounded in happiness. I am rooted in joy. I am grounded in unconditional love. Things like that. Those affirmations have really been helping me, and saying like I'm grounded in the present moment. Those things have really been helping me to pull my energy from all these different places and be focused right here, right now. So, and also having that radical acceptance and that unconditional love for your own story, for the things that you've gone through, for your own experiences, for the lovers that you've had, for the people that you've met, for the situations that you've been through, whether it's been positive or whether it's been challenging or traumatic, whatever it is. Fall in love with your own story, because there's no one else's story but Powtoo's. This is your story. And you have a beautiful story, and it's no one else's story is like yours. It's so unique, it's so beautiful, and it's just as gifted as you are. So fall in love with it, even though it has been challenging. No one has had it easy here, okay? But it's about loving and accepting the journey. And the more you love and accept the journey, the more you love and accept yourself. So continue to create bliss. What is bliss for you? What does bliss mean for you? What is happiness? What is joy, harmony, love? And when you focus on what that means for you, you can create from that place. That means creating things from a place of love, joy, harmony, balance, groundedness, not from a place of ego, not from a place of hate, not from a place of competitiveness, like I need to prove something, not from a place of, oh, I'm going to prove to these people they had it wrong. I got to show myself that, I could do this. It's nothing wrong with being competitive, but really, really ask yourself, where's that energy coming from? Is it coming from a place of not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy? Or is it coming from a place of love? Because when you create from love and joy and peace and harmony and things like that, that's how you make, like, that's the bliss. That's where it all comes from, okay? It's time for you to use the fire element. And the fire element, that connects to your solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra, that is your masculine energy, your divine masculine energy. That is about taking action. That is about moving forward. That is about taking risk. That is about being bold, brave, courageous, daring, all of those things. And we see here, you are epic. Again, more that yellow solar plexus chakra here. So trust yourself, take action, take risk, okay? Be bold, be brave. The universe favors the bold. You are epic. You've already been validated. You've already been approved. You've already been stamped. Start telling yourself you're epic. Start telling yourself there's no one like you. There's no one that could do what you do. There's no one that has a story like yours, okay? And now it's time to choose who you are becoming. And I see here the number 7. Some of you may be seeing 7 right now. Which way are you going to go? What's the new narrative? What's your new narrative? What's your new story? The past that's been done. Continue to accept the past. Don't dwell on it. That's not who you are anymore. You're not who you were last week. You're not who you were 10 years ago. But who are you becoming? Who are you now, and who are you becoming? Because it's your choice. And are you coming from a place of love? Or are you coming from a place of betrayal, hurt, anger, bitterness, resentment? Okay? So you're being asked, your team, or your spiritual team is saying, who are you becoming? Choose who you are becoming. It's a new story to write, and it's your choice, okay? It's time to create it and use the fire element, okay? Action, moving forward. All right, let's get your final messages. Pile 2. Recognize your first thoughts. Clear out the debris. See God in all things. Okay. Recognize your first thought. That's saying trust your intuition. Okay. The first thought that you have, that's your intuition. So that's about trusting what you know and trusting your intuition and not doubting yourself. Many of you may have thought in the past you're not that intuitive, or it's difficult for you to trust your intuition, or, just like overthinking it. You're being asked to really trust yourself because your intuition is very strong and you're extremely intuitive. And I think you're more intuitive than you realize. And so the more you trust yourself, the more you're able to, your intuition strengthens. Okay. It just continues to get stronger. Clear out the debris. I'm going to read the back. I'm guided to read the back of this. Engage in psychic cleansing. Okay. How much debris do you carry in your energy field? Debris is generated by irritation, stress, unfinished business, and mental and emotional toxins. It's distracting and disempowering to the healing process. Your goal to release unnecessary thoughts and emotions. So right now you're being asked, there's some psychic debris there. And so this may be, kind of making your intuition feel a little murky right now because there is that energy that you've absorbed or that energy you're holding on to, maybe from the past, emotional toxins, unfinished business, things like that. It's time to clear it out. So that means it's time to do the work. Are you feeling bitter? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling resentful? Are you feeling like you've been rejected, abandoned? All of those things are valid. No one's saying that, you shouldn't feel that way. To just think positive and, be positive. If you're feeling that, honor it. Honor your feelings and unpack it. Why do you feel resentful? And ask yourself this. And I'm going to be honest, I have found with my own journey, it is so healing for me when I talk out loud. And when I'm talking out loud, I'm talking to my spiritual team and, all of that. But it's so healing. And do it from a way where you're not judging yourself. You're not like telling yourself you're crazy. Validate your feelings, honor your feelings, and just express exactly how you feel. Hold yourself. Cry if you need to. It's okay if you feel resentful. But why do you feel resentful? Because it's time to release that energy because it's clogging up your energy. It's creating blockages. And you don't deserve to be blocked. You don't deserve that. So unpack it. Again, ask yourself these questions. And again, it's okay. And tell yourself it's okay. Like it's okay to be angry. We're not going to be happy all the time. But we have to get to the root of the problem. Where does this anger stem from? And with you being a layered individual, it's going to be layered. And it may be a process. But ask and pray to have the root or the real cause of all of this to be illuminated for you so you can heal it and you can remove it. See God in all things. This is about seeing the glory, okay? Seeing the beauty, having that gratitude, having that appreciation. I'm going to read the back. Put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of this is sacred and it speaks to me. How does that change your environment? Your goal to learn the spiritual practice of seeing God in all things. Okay? This is about, again, seeing the gratitude and the beauty and God in all things. The magic. It's simple things every single day that we're not always able to recognize because we have so many other things in our mind and we're not always grounded. We're not always able to see that abundance. The sun is out, that's abundance. If it's raining, that's abundance. If you walk down the street and you see children laughing, that's abundance. You walk down the street, a stranger says, "Good morning," that's abundance. Like, see those things. Even though sometimes it could be so tough. And I see music notes here. The music may be prominent and healing for you right now. Really try to open your eyes and see it, and that will be healing for you as well. And see yourself as you bring that to many people, and you bring that light to many people's lives, okay? So continue to unpack the things that are blocking your energy field so you can unlock more of yourself. So if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Please love yourself. Take care of yourself. Honor yourself. Validate yourself. Cherish yourself. Forgive yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be empathetic with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Okay? See God in all things. See the joy, the glory, the beauty, the abundance. Ground yourself. Get grounded and rooted in your own journey here, right now. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Hi, Fall 3. Welcome. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for shining your light. My name is Nicole. Let's get into this, okay? Rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Okay, so what is your superpower? You are able to support people, to strengthen them, to empower them. And you do this from a place of you have no expectations to receive any type of reward, any type of gift. You do this from the kindness and from your heart, okay? Many of you are a light worker, a healer. Many of you are a starseed. You're here to help people, okay? And whatever you identify as, it doesn't matter. You are here to help people, and you do this in such a dignified, graceful way. Many of you are, humanitarians, you're philanthropists. You do this in a way of you don't expect anyone to give you anything, whether this is recognition, praise, a monetary gift, any type of physical material world gift. It doesn't matter. That's not what you do. That you're not here to, I'm not saying that you don't accept these things, but that's not your motivation. Okay. That is a superpower. You're not motivated by recognition, accolades, praise, material things. You are strictly motivated to help others and support people or enlighten people, empower, educate people just because of the purity, the divinity, the purity of your heart. And many of you put your lives on the line. You do a lot to help people, and it's often gone unnoticed, and again, I'm not saying you're trying to be noticed, but you're like that silent hero. You're saving many lives every single day, and it's like, no one would even know. It's like you're very humble about it. You're very graceful. It's very dignified. You have a lot of integrity as well. This is very beautiful. Let's find out some more about your superpower. Many of you have a beautiful heart, and it's big. And green may be your favorite color. Doesn't have to be. You have a big, beautiful heart. Beautiful, big heart chakra here. And it's so healing. And it's just beautiful. I feel it. Thank you. Thank you for being here, okay? 5 of Cups, the Fool, King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Temperance, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. You could be a Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. You don't have to be, but you could be. Sun, Moon, Rising. Many of you are your superpower is love. You're overflowing with love. You're overflowing with love, empathy, compassion. Many of you, since childhood, you've had this strong levels of empathy and compassion for the crisis in the world, whether this is homeless people, animals, people suffering, environmental issues going on around the world. The way, planet Earth, the way planet Earth is being treated, people going through their own situations. Many of you, your superpower, you're here to bring the truth. You're here to enlighten. You're here to educate. You're here to empower. And you're here to heal and pour that love into the planet, anchor that light into the planet. Many of you, it's like the type of love and empathy and compassion that you hold, it's like, it's out of this world. It's extraordinary. Honestly, like the type of warmth that you have and that you share, the light, the love. It's really astounding. And the thing about it is that many of you, because you have this strong light, this is your superpower, the type of light codes that you hold, most people don't have, and this is a gift and this is a superpower. So you've been put here on earth to heal, to help, to guide. That's part of your superpower, but it's your purpose. Like, you're so powerful in that way. Like, other people have the same, they may, like, let's just say, for example, if you're a doctor, okay, or you work in the medical industry, or you're a healer, it really doesn't matter, whatever it is that you do, but I'm just going to use a doctor or a nurse, for example. Let's say you're a nurse. The other nurses, they're great too, but they're not like you. You get where I'm going with this? Whatever it is that you do for your career, how you help people, other people do the same thing, but yours is on the next level. And I just have to be honest here. This is next level. This is like you take it to the next level and beyond. And you have that frequency to do so. Your vibration, frequency, your gifts support the energy that you share and give to the world. And many of you, I'm not saying people try to copy you. People may try to copy you. People may try to do what you do, imitate you. People get intimidated by you. I know that that's not what this reading is about, but I have to say this because it's coming down, and I don't limit the messages that come down here. No one can do what you do. And you do it so flawlessly, so effortlessly. And it's just, you're such a sovereign being. Like, you literally uplift the world, and it's like you are here helping humanity more than you realize. And some of you may just, you may be a teacher or something here. Many of you, I feel like you work with people here. You're in the service industry, or you're in the medical industry, or, you're a psychic, you're an intuitive. You may be a content creator. Some of you could even be a musician, actor, actress here. So many different things. You uplift humanity by whatever it is that you're out here doing, and you are helping to heal people and educate people on causes and situations that they are completely unaware of, or they may be ignorant to, or they just have no knowledge about it. It's not like I'm not sitting here saying people are ignorant. No, they're ignorant because they just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, ignorance is not knowing. Sometimes people try to make ignorance into something like people are stupid. No, ignorance is just not being aware and not being educated on something. Your superpower is to educate and enlighten the ignorant, and to enlighten them to things that society doesn't want them to know. For some of you, it's like secrets, and for some of you it's like the darkest of the dark things, and like some of you it's uplifting and empowering others to see themselves, and like motivationally speaking to people. There's so many different things here, but your superpower is humanity. Your superpower is philanthropy. Your superpower is, oh gosh, this is just so, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. The way you connect with people, the way you help people, and you do this from such a selfless place. So many of you, it's like you make so much money and you donate most of your money to these causes, and no one would ever even know. Like, you make millions of dollars and you donate most of your money to charitable organizations, nonprofits, whatever, and You don't tell anyone, and no one would even know. Like, that's just who you are. You don't, and in fact, you don't even want people to know, because you would rather for people not to know, and we're going to talk about that because for some of you, I do want to get into that because some of you, it is a self-sacrificing energy that I do want to tap into, but I want to continue here first. I want to continue to give you your flowers first. You are here to change the frequency of the planet and to educate people and enlighten them in such a way where it's like they're able to look at themselves differently, or to change the patterns of the past, change the ways of the past. Like, listen, for some of you, you work with, or you have you have some of you may be going through a crown chakra upgrade. I just see 222 on the clock as well, because all of a sudden I feel really nasally. So your crown chakra is being upgraded in third eye. Some of you may work with like environmental organizations to help save things with the planet, to help, clean up the planet, or help with climate change, or, just to help things with the planet or animals and things like that. And it's like, because people see you doing that, now they want to know more about it. Now they want more education. Now they're like, wow, okay, this is something POW 3 is passionate about. I want to know more about this too, so what can I do? Many of you have, again, your energy, your frequency, the light codes that you hold. Many of you are leaders, but it's like you lead in a way where you lead by example, and you lead in a way where it's like you're not out here trying to sell people on what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing this in such an effortless way. I have to keep saying that because it's like, you just share the knowledge, or you share the wisdom, or you share your story, or you share whatever, you channel information, or whatever it is that you do. And you're like, okay, thank you. And it's like, people are like, well, we want to know more. Tell us more. We just want to know more about this. And it's like, it's so beautiful because start seeing yourself the way other people see you. And I'm saying this because I know you don't have the frequency to get big headed here. You don't have the frequency to get your ego out of control. You're just not equipped for that, honestly. Your frequency, your light codes don't add up to that energy. Maybe it did in the past, but for most of you, it was never like that. It's never been like that for you. That's just not who you are. Your soul DNA will never compute to that. That's not going to be your thing. So see yourself the way other people see you, because many of you, you're going to increase in your worth and your power and your leadership by seeing yourself as this beacon of light, by seeing yourself as an educator, a person empowering, a person giving hope, a person shining the light in the darkest places, a person sharing love, a person sharing grace, compassion, empathy. The amount of empathy that you just have for humans, the planet, animals, plants, trees. People don't have that. They just don't. And you have it for a reason, and that's your superpower. You're here to bring that rainbow after the storm. Many of you represent a rainbow after the storm. Like, that's how deep this really is. People see you, they just smile. You light up their world. Many of you, you are literally the thing that keeps people going. Like, if you work in a hospital, when the patient sees you, now they have hope. Like, it's almost like I really want to cry. Like, I see it. Like, they feel like I have something to live for. You're making YouTube videos. People are like, you upload. I have something to look forward to. I have something to keep going here. I have something to hold on to. You post on social media something about an organization or a cause. Wow. It's something I want to get involved with too. Like, this is really deep. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Many of you are just so awesome. Thank you for being here. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Child divine, advocate, storyteller, mother. Okay, your superpower. You are a nurturer. Okay, doesn't matter your gender here. You are a nurturer. You nurture humanity. You nurture humanity through your words, your communication skills, your creative gifts. Some of you could be an athlete here. That's you nurture. You nurture people through advocacy. You nurture people through social causes, social changes. Many of you are leading the causes, leading the way to pay attention to these things that have kept us as a society, as a collective, kept us trapped, kept us in prison, kept us down, kept us in a place of just not moving forward because we don't know where to go, we don't know what to do, we don't know who we are. Like, many of you is like, oh my gosh, like, I swear, the effect that you have on people, you are the collective. You are like, you are one. You are one with everyone. You feel everyone. You feel the pain within the collective. You feel the pain with the animals. You feel the pain on Mother Earth. You feel the pain from the trees, the grass. Like, you feel it. That's your superpower. And you feel it and you talk about it and you share knowledge and you share wisdom and you speak up about it. And you do it in such a fearless way and you do it from a place of dignity and grace and integrity, and like, you can't be bought, you can't be shaken, you can't be sold, you can't be, like, you're not going to allow those things to happen to you because you're still here and you're still going to stand in your truth and you're still going to stand in your light and you're dedicated to whatever it is that you're talking about and whatever it is you're fighting for. Many of you, it's like, again, the light codes that you hold, I swear, it's like it's changing the world. Whether you realize this or not, it's changing the world. The more you share your knowledge, the more you share your gifts, the more you shine your light, it changes the frequency and it changes the world because you are different. And the frequency that you hold is so healing. Many people look up to you. Many people admire you. Many people trust you. Many people look forward to you. They look forward to seeing you. They look forward to connecting with you. They look forward to hearing what you have to say. You have this innocence and this purity that people just don't have anymore. And you make humanity believe again. You give us some hope. You give us, like, when we hear, like, today, as I'm recording this, there was another mass shoot. Well, 3 people died, but there was another school shooting on the college campus here in America. And it's like, here we go again. You know what I mean? That's more tragedy. That's more pain. You come in, you bring the light. It's like, okay, it's not so bad. Okay, yeah, I can keep going. I can keep believing. I can keep believing in humanity because Pile 3 is guiding that. They're helping me to understand. They're helping me to be enlightened. They're helping me to be educated on what really this all means and what this is and how this all connects. And they're helping to make sense of a whole bunch of shit that doesn't make sense. Thank you. Thank you, Pile 3. Thank you, Pile 3. You're a storyteller. You speak so well. You speak so eloquently. You're so creative. You're just so graceful and so dignified, and you have so much integrity, and you have a strong moral compass, and you're so grounded in that, and you're so grounded in who you are and what you're here to do. And I'm not saying that you have all the answers, but you are dedicated to learning more. You're dedicated to learning more about yourself, learning more about your journey and how all of this connects and how you can make a difference and add value to humanity and add value to what we're here to do. Thank you. Like, oh my gosh, this energy is so refreshing and it's so beautiful. Okay, now let's find out how can you strengthen these abilities? How can you strengthen your superpower and grow and continue to become your best version? Okay, changes. Feed your artists. Lead your metamorphosis. Excuse me. You are light. Wow, I don't see these cards. Look at that. You, the muse, I swear. Find your sacred flow. Gosh, this is just everything. How can you strengthen this pile three? Okay, I want to talk about that self-sacrificing energy that I felt in the beginning. You are light. You deserve to lead. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be visible. You deserve to be heard. And you deserve rewards. Okay? Whether this is public acclaim, whether this is accolades, whether this is material gifts, whatever, spiritual praise, praise from the spiritual realm, because many of you are very connected with the spiritual realm as well. You know what you're here to do. You know your assignment. You act accordingly. You deserve rewards. You deserve praise. Don't let anyone ever tell you any differently. I don't feel that you do. Don't let yourself tell you any differently. Don't say to yourself, well, this is just my job. Yes, it is your job. However, you deserve that. You deserve recognition. You deserve to feel it. You deserve to receive that light back to you, that love back to you. You deserve to receive it. Allow yourself to receive it and allow yourself to continue to see yourself the way other people see you, because when moments get tough, when it gets challenging, when it feels like the world could be caving in on you or the world is trying to tell you a version of yourself that you are absolutely not. Tap into that energy, because that's what's going to keep you going. That's what's going to keep you grounded in this journey. That's what's going to keep you grounded in the fight, because this is a fight. We're on the battlefield here, boots on the ground. We know what we're fighting against here. We know. So tap into that. Yeah, accept it, because you are the light and you the muse. Many of you are so inspirational to so many people here. You are so admired. Many of you, so many people have so much gratitude for you and appreciation for just you being you leading the way, you showing that bravery, that courageousness, speaking the truth, honoring the truth, helping people have something to believe in again. Really, please, a round of applause. Okay, a round of applause for pile three, because this is it. And you're doing it, and continue to lead the way. Be the light. You are the beacon of light here. Okay, lead in that and know that you are the muse. You are inspirational. Again, you're not wired to get caught up in that. Some of you may have gotten caught up in the past, and you may have even been scared, like, you don't want to get too into that because, like for me, for example, I'm going to use myself. I have had in past lives where I remembered I abused my power. I use my power for the darkness. I use my power and my gifts for self-serving reasons. So this lifetime, coming into more of my gifts and understanding my journey and my mission, my purpose here on earth, some points I would get a little leery, like, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to feel like I'm, I don't want to go there. I don't want to tap into that abuse of power energy. And my team had to tell me, like, Nicole, like, that's the past. Like, you've healed that. Like, move forward. That's not who you are anymore. You're not that person. You know what you're here to do. Trust yourself. So trust yourself, pile three, and you're just not wired that way. You're not that person. And don't let anybody tell you that you're that person. You know who you are. Continue to embrace change. The more you embrace change, the more a change or transformation, and you lead that process. With changes here and lead your metamorphosis, that's about you leading the way of change. You being in charge of your own narrative, you being in charge of who you are and where your journey is going, and you co-creating the next step in your journey with the universe, source, God, the divine spirit, whatever it is you resonate with. You co-create and lead that journey. No one can tell you who you are, what you're going to do next. You leave people guessing. They don't even know what you're going to do next. People may call you flaky. People may call you flighty. People may say, they just can't put their finger on you. They can't control you. That's the whole point. Your light codes add up to I can't be controlled. You don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to keep guessing. That's the whole point. You lead that. Continue to feed your artist. That's about doing things that you feel creatively aligned to and creatively inspired by. You are your own muse. You are your own inspiration. You receive your inspiration from the universe, from various realms and other different dimensions and different places in the universe. You're just that different. You're just that rare. You are just that unique. You are not wired like everyone else. You don't need to look to Instagram or look to YouTube or these other places for inspiration. You get your inspiration from other places. You are your own muse. So continue to creatively connect and align to the things that have meaning and deep purpose for you. And find your sacred flow. This is about getting in that flow and finding what is that flow, really aligning to, like, what does flow feel like for you? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it look like? Like, it's very sensory, but it's also very spiritual. What does flow, sacred flow, because your flow is sacred, because again, you're very different and your flow is like no other. Many of you, again, you're your own inspiration. You really cannot look to other people to figure things out. People look to you. You are the leader, or you are a leader, excuse me. So you are a leader to them. So you have to find your own flow, because when you find it, they find it. And you don't have to tell anyone. That energy is just felt. The energy, the light, it activates. It goes through our atmosphere. The frequency changes. When you find the flow, you change the frequency. You change the algorithm. You're in tune with the algorithm of the universe, of the earth. So you find that flow for you and what works for you. Okay? And again, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? How does it feel for you? What does that mean for you? Really tap in and dig deep with that. And another thing that I've noticed on my journey recently, that I've been noticing, because I've been doing a lot of ascension and it's been rapid ascension, each new level, each ascension is a new integration process that's happening. And there's a new level of flow. There's a new level of everything that has to integrate. And there's a new level of surrender that comes with that. So someone needs to hear that. Continue to integrate that and surrender every single time. What's your final messages, okay? Forgive yourself. Become better. Change direction. Okay, forgive yourself. So continue to forgive yourself. Continue to love on yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for anything, being too hard on yourself, for not being as kind or not giving yourself grace, or past events or things that you feel like you could have done differently. Continue to forgive yourself and forgive other people that have hurt you, harmed you, caused you any pain, okay? The more forgiveness, that radical forgiveness and radical acceptance really allows for those emotional and energetic blockages to be removed, okay? So be very kind and loving and gentle with yourself, okay? I'm going to read the back. Become better. Discover one thing that will make you better and more empowered at what you do and who you are, and make it a part of your routine. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better is something you wouldn't want to do. Your goal to recognize how and why you sabotage your empowerment, okay? So identify, like this card said, take one thing that will help you to become better at what you do, or to make you become a better person, okay? That could be something dealing with emotional healing. It could be like meditation. It could be working out, exercising, eating healthy. It could be like going to bed at a decent hour in the night, or waking up at a certain time in the day, taking vitamins, drinking more water. It could be a number of things. Just identify one thing and take it one day at a time, and just be very dedicated to becoming better, because again, you are a leader. You are here changing the frequency here on earth. So when you do better, we do better. When you become better, we become better, okay? And then change direction. Know that healing sometimes depends on strength, willingness, and ability to change direction. Many people postpone doing so due to fear or laziness, and then they wonder why they're not happy and healthy. Your goal to make one solid, effective healing choice by the end of the day can positively change the direction of your life. So, again, this is about making one goal with the healing or some type of routine change. This is about you becoming better and you choosing to be on that righteous path. You choosing to be on this path of becoming your best version every single day. And taking this day by day, but making those adjustments accordingly and giving yourself grace and love and kindness and compassion. The way you're compassionate and empathetic with others, give that to yourself as well. Okay? Continue to give that to yourself, because you have to treat yourself well on this journey in order to do the things that you're here to do. So continue to become your best version. You've already been doing that. So just keep working at it, but take it day by day, one thing at a time, moment by moment. If no one told you they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for shining your light. Thank you for sharing so much love and compassion and empathy with the world. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for leading us. Thank you for being a fearless leader. Thank you for stepping out there and speaking on the truth, having that bravery, that courage. Thank you for being bold. Thank you for taking action. Thank you for becoming your best version, and thank you for changing the frequency here on earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you next time.